2, 3, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3.
And it's not like if we can tweak out 8 or 9 this year, I mean, now after you've been there a year or two, no. But this year, if we can tweak out 8 or 9, I think I'll be all right. That because I mean, we went last year, about 3. So we went last year, so.
Tallassee Athletic Club and the Tallassee High School Athletic Department, we welcome you to J.B. Hot O'Brien Stadium for tonight's game between the Booker T. Washington Golden Eagles and the Tallassee Tigers. The scheduled start for tonight's game is 7 o'clock. Now entering the stadium from the north end zone, under the direction of Robbie Glasscock, the Pride of Tallassee Marching Band.
About all you got.
All right. Well, when I stand up, it'll be better. Is Coach Jackie O'Neal still helping LA? With Booker T?
I'm not sure. You can look around. I think Corey's out there. Yeah. Back here at J. Allen Bryant Stadium, getting ready for the home opener tonight, Tallassee versus Booker T. Washington on WTLS Score 94 and Hit 106. The Pride of Tallassee coming into a wet stadium tonight. It's going to be interesting to see the conditions for the players as the rain continues to fall. It's been going for about 3 hours now, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. Going to be a messy turf for tonight's matchup, kicking off at 7 o'clock. We do have some other games that are going to be taking place we'll look at. We have a final from last night that was at Crampton Bowl with Jeff Davis, the new Jag, going down to Opelika 36-16, the final score there. There are some AISM matchups tonight. It's Chambers Academy at Edgewood, Wilcox Academy playing at Macon East. On the AHSA side for Friday night football, Montgomery Academy playing at Trinity. St. James in a big matchup at Hanley tonight, the defending champs of the Trojans. Alabama Christian goes to Catholic. It's hopeful at Alma Bryant. Taugaville playing at Elmore County. It's a home opener for the Panthers in Eclectic at Burt Haney. Clay Central, they open their season tonight. That's Tallassee's opponent next week in region play. They go to Alex City to play Benjamin Russell. Greenville versus Park Crossing in Montgomery tonight at Crampton Bowl. Hillcrest Tuscaloosa at Pike Road. Eufaula's playing at Stanhope Elmore. Hunter Adams with the first win of his career last week as the Stanhope coach. He's got W's under his belt at Hopeful, but he got his first as a Mustang, and they get Eufaula tonight in Millbrook. Wetumpka's at home tonight after losing on the road last week at Benjamin Russell. They've got Baker, and Carver plays at Daphne. Dothan and Percy Julian is also on the docket tonight. The Old Lee. It's going to get some getting used to get accustomed to these new names of these new schools. We're trying. We're adjusting.
Yeah, you're going to have to every now and then throw out who you're talking about because I'll be confused the whole time. You were talking about several different teams there that are of interest. You mentioned Coach Adams, and you mentioned this the other day. His mom taught all of us in what was it, PE, like in the 3rd and 4th grade or something like that, elementary school, Miss Adams. And so kind of got a connection with him, and that's pretty cool. He's over there at Stanhope now. And then, we like to keep an eye on all of our teams. A lot of people know Bear Woods. It's over in Wetumpka. And like you said, they kind of took it on the chin a little bit last week by Benjamin Russell, who's going to be an extremely good team in 6A this year. So going to, be interested in how they bounce back tonight against Baker. But, we're focused here on the Tallassee Tigers and what we're going to do tonight. And one of the things that has always been kind of interesting when we play Booker T is their jerseys are like ours.
Yep, same exact colors.
Purple and gold. So, but they'll be in the white Stormtrooper uniforms tonight, and we'll be in our, I'm assuming purple with the yellow pants, I think is what it looked like we was going to wear tonight. So, looking for a kind of a sludging, muddy, tight, wet football game tonight. So, it's going to be interesting to watch the footing and things like that and see who can control the conditions the best. That's what we're looking for.
There's just a little bit of cover on the home stands over there where the Pride of Tallassee is trying to make camp now, set up. And I see most of the fans that have already gotten here have gathered underneath the decking. It's going to be wet for them tonight, too, not just the players on the field. And it's probably going to hurt attendance. It's a tough break when you come in. You're hoping for good weather for today for your home opener, but you got these messy conditions, unfortunately. So, anyway, we appreciate you logging on to listen or tuning in for the broadcast tonight, listening or watching our coverage here on WTLS, Tallassee Times TV and Spectrum. We get ready for Tallassee and Booker T. Washington coming up next. We'll take another break, and we'll come back and get the stage set. We're about 25 minutes away from the kickoff. Tallassee Tigers football from WTLS, Score 94 and Hit 106. squeeze you in, and it's so tight with that long lens. Yeah, it is.
I ain't about no bees now.
You hear me okay down there, Brad?
Hello, Brad.
He's walking.
Is he?
Yeah. Let
He's
me
got a
see.
phone up.
Is the mic working? Let's check.
Hey,
it.
man, you
Gotcha.
got me?
I do. You can probably take a spot underneath that cover down there, but we will let you tell about what it looks like when we come back.
Hey, hey, turn it up some. I've got my volume all the way up, and I can barely hear you guys.
All right. How about that?
Yeah, that's a little better.
Did that do it?
Test, test. Got
Yeah.
us.
Yep.
All
Is that
right.
what you want? That's wide open right there. I'm on a different setup tonight. Let me do something. Let's see if this helps you. Hang on. It's going to hear some static. How about that?
Yeah, it's
Is that about the same?
no. Whatever you just did just then, it fired it up.
Okay.
That's what it's supposed
Yeah,
to
I was
sound
on a
like.
different hookup because I was trying something different tonight with some other stuff. So
Okay. Yeah, that other one was very muted. It
Okay.
just didn't have anything to it.
I got you.
Hey, dude, you know that. Have you went to Moon's Barbecue yet? Have you tried it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
I went there one day this week. It was good. I went there one day this week. It was good.
One, two, testing, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, testing.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2, test 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 3.
All right.
The levels wasn't right.
Check 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing.
Test, 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 test. 1, 2.
Boys, number 76 for them is a big old drink of water right there. He's about middle of the field right there.
Yeah, they didn't give me sizes and weights, so only a few of them.
Please direct your attention to the field for the introduction of the 2023-2024 Tallassee High School
Yep.
varsity cheerleaders.
Here at J. Otterbron Stadium, we continue our coverage of the CBNS Bank countdown to kickoff as we are about 18 minutes away from the start of tonight's game. Tallassee, Booker T. Washington. Brad Davis is down in the elements. The rain continues to come down, and you walked across the field. What does it feel like down there?
Definitely going to be conditions prone to put the ball on the ground tonight. I was just talking to Jackie O'Neal, which is LA's father, longtime coach there at Reeltown, and was talking about their game last week with the turnovers, and we were talking about how this week's probably going to have a few of those tonight. It's raining harder now than it was 15, 20 minutes ago, fellas. So it's one of those games, conditions where it's fun to play in it, not all that great to watch from the stands, you know. So
that's just it. The kids love it out there.
They're going to have a great time. Hey, the weather condition as far as the temperature, I mean, it's you guys talked about it pregame. It's nothing like last week with 105 heat index. So it'll be a fun time, and whoever protects the ball tonight is probably going to have the favor fall on their shoulders.
That's definitely probably more so the case tonight than usual. You mentioned when we came on the air, we talked about how Booker T turned it over 10 times last week in their loss to Trinity. Tallassee had 4 turnovers of their own in the game against Reeltown. So we'll see if either of these teams can protect the ball better tonight. Booker T, Class 4A Region 2 team, taking on Tallassee, of course, 5A in Region 2. Tallassee, after the loss last week, 41-14 only Thursday. Did have an extra day. I don't know if that makes a lot of difference, but Trinity beat Booker T on a Friday night. Led by Joseph Fuchs last week on 73 yards, 15 carries, and Christian McCary, who had 59 yards on 17 carries. But most of those yards came late in the game for both running backs versus a lot of reserves. So we're going to see if Tallassee can put first downs together. Did not cross the 50-yard line until the fourth quarter. Just could not get anything going consistently, and it was really a struggle. I know that's something that they looked at on film and tried to correct and see if they can make some strides tonight to do that, just that.
Well, Michael, you know, we was talking about that a little bit earlier. It starts with the line of scrimmage. We have got to get a better push tonight than we did last week. And that's where it's going to start at. You know, you've got to open up some holes for the running backs so that they'll have those creases and those seams that they can hit and pick up, you know, yardage. And you don't have to break 20, 30, 40-yard runs. Just pick up 3, 4, 5 yards, you know, and you keep doing that consistently, you're going to get first downs.
But go forward, not go backwards on the next play, of course.
Exactly. You know, making my forward momentum. And if we can do that and control the football, you know, Brad just told us that the field conditions are going to be rough. It's raining harder right now than it was when we got here a while ago. And so, you know, ball protection is going to be monumental tonight in winning this football game.
Well, one guy they're going to have to reckon with tonight is the 4-star linebacker already committed to Auburn, Joseph Phillips. They'll know where he is on the field. And the athlete at quarterback, E.J. Hall, was All-State last year. He's a 3-star player who is obviously going to play some college football of his own when this year is done. 2 studs for sure from Booker T. Washington.
But when you walk by number 2, the 4-star guy, when you walk by him, you see why he's a 4-star guy. Me and Philip saw him a while ago when we were walking up, and I was like, good gracious. You know, you could look at him and just tell he's their stud on their team. I mean, he looked the part. And so he looked like somebody that would be a solid 4-star player going to a major college. And he certainly fits the profile. So like you said, we're going to know where he's at on the field because you're going to have to scheme around him.
You know, it's such a rare thing to see a kid that's rated that high. And, you know, ratings are one thing, but this guy's for real.
Oh, yeah.
And anybody rated by recruiting services as a 3 or 4-star or 5-star, there's so few of those, is definitely big time. You just don't see them very much around. We're going to see another player this year that's a 5-star who's committed to Auburn as well at Chilton County.
Right.
That we'll get to watch here in a few weeks. So some pretty good ball players you can see right here on the high school football fields right here in Central Alabama. Well, winding down in the pregame, Tallassee's already hit the locker room, and Booker T looks like they're wrapping up their warm-ups as they'll do the same. The crowd here still filing in, but definitely not the numbers we might have anticipated had it not been for all this rain. Folks do have the rain gear, and the umbrellas are out for this one, which will start at 7 o'clock. We'll have it for you here on WTLS. We'll take another break. Starting lineups next. We still have our coin toss and kick to come on WTLS, Score 94 and Hit 106.
Tallassee High School would like to take this opportunity to thank the many companies and individuals who provide financial support through purchasing ads for the football program or purchasing a sign here at J.E. O'Brien Stadium. Tallassee High School extends a special thank you to our gold sponsors for the 2023-2024 school year. Our gold sponsors are Neptune Technology Group, AES Industries, GKN, CB&S Bank, First Community Bank, 1220 Cafe,
the line?
Max Federal Credit Union, and Louis Chicken Fingers.
Where's the line?
If you or your company is interested in becoming a gold sponsor, please see Blue Glass at Tallassee High School.
No, it's Phillips. Is that him? That's Tracy Phillips. It's not the same guy, is it? Joseph. Well, there's your top two players right there. Because the quarterback is also going to be playing. Matt sat there. That field's going to get torn apart. Yeah, that field will be done. Let's have a week off between games. When did you play? Yeah.
Played also the year with Greg Thompson and all them.
Oh, yeah. Riz is.
You can't. I'll turn your mic off so you don't have to worry about
Will you please pause for a moment of silent meditation to be followed by the pledge to the United States flag and our national anthem. The prayer will be led tonight by the chaplain of the Pride of Tallassee and agreed. Will you please pause at this time?
Let's pray. Dear Lord, we thank you for the gift of life. Thank you for your son, Jesus. Thank you for being our provider and protector. Lord, we ask that you will protect the players as well as everyone here tonight. Keep us safe on our way home. We love you, and it's in Jesus' name that we pray. Amen.
Please join in our pledge to the United States flag. The pledge will be led tonight by the captain of the Pride of Tallassee, Jacqueline Sanchez.
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands.
Just a minute, they're doing the pledge.
Under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, bring it to us.
We now ask that you join in singing.
Time now for our national anthem, which will be played by the Pride of Tallassee Marching Band. Proud of Tallassee doing a fine job here tonight. Wet evening at J. Hotterod Stadium. Here are your projected starters for the Tigers offense. Mason Battles and Bryson Rigsby at quarterback. In the backfield, Jaden McGinty and Joseph Hooks. The wide receivers, Brody Ellis, Chase Chumley, and Walker Wells. On the offensive front, the center is Joel Holcomb. The guards are J. Twan Griffin and Braden Arnold. And the tackles, Ben Carwile and John Jeffrey. On defense, the defensive line, A.J. Henry, Brandon Barrow, and Eli Whittington. The linebackers, Christian McCary, Joseph Hooks, Caleb Segrist, and Carter Sayers. And in the backfield, the defensive backfield, Jaden McKenzie, Rush Wright, Bryson Rigsby, and Cortland Roberts. The punter is Mason Battles. The kicker is Alec Carswell. Now, we did mention Christian McCary. He will be obviously substituted for tonight. It doesn't appear that he's going to be able to play. The senior has got a high ankle sprain. We mentioned that earlier in the pregame. But we do hope that he can get back soon. We'll need him for sure in this lineup. And didn't completely rule him out, but you said he was in shorts and warm-ups out there, I guess. Yeah,
I saw him a little bit earlier, and he was in shorts. So unless he puts a jersey on and some pads on when he goes back in, it don't look like he's going to play tonight.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Tallassee will miss him. Last year in this game, we mentioned the comeback after a 12-0 deficit at halftime. Tallassee won the game 21-12. All the touchdowns were scored by Tyler Ellis, the graduated quarterback now, the 4-year starter, who scored all of those on the ground. His ability to move the football with his legs as a quarterback was certainly a big part of that win there and throughout the season. Tallassee leads this series. It's 10-3, and they have won 7 in a row. The last loss to Booker T. Washington came in 2008. You know, we talked about these coaches. They know each other. Obviously, L.A. O'Neill, the connection to Reeltown. It's like Reeltown Part 2 this week. You got Corey down there helping him, former Rebel himself, and, of course, the coach that was there for all those years, Jackie O'Neill, the father, who was assisting as well. L.A. last year took this team to the playoffs and got them a playoff win. And Booker T. Washington, since it conglomerated back in the early 1990s, has never won a playoff game up until last year. It was only their second playoff appearance, period. So he's doing things that they haven't seen over there, and they're pretty excited about it. And this team here is another team they feel like can get to the postseason, and who knows, maybe make a little noise.
You know, and possibly can. You know, we've not got to see them up close yet this year. We're about to, though. But, you know, you was mentioning Jackie and Corey in L.A. Let's just say they've been around football a little bit in their lifetime. And, you know, and Coach O'Neill, their father, you know, he coached Reeltown to state championship and everything. And so he knows what championship football is supposed to look like. And I'm sure, you know, if I was L.A., I'd be leaning on my dad. I'd be like, hey, you know, right here, you know, when you were coaching, you know, what situation? You know, and I'm sure he gets some good pointers from his dad. And it's cool to get to see Coach still roaming up and down the sidelines.
No doubt. Third year now for L.A. O'Neill. His record 10-13 overall there as a head coach. Came from Pike Road as an assistant. These two have met, he and Coach Battles, just once. And Mike Battles winning that matchup last year, 21-12. Mike Battles in his 12th season at Tallassee. His record is 77-46. His 27th overall, 194 wins and 101 losses in his career. We look down at the captains who've come onto the field for Booker T. Washington. A couple of big-time college prospects among them. We mentioned E.J. Hall. Got to watch out for him. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with, an athlete at quarterback. Joe Phillips is down there, too. He's already committed to Auburn. You've also got Adian Glover and Jeffrey Thompson. They're wearing the white tonight and the purple numerals with the gold trim. They got the gold headgear. It looks a lot like Tallassee's uniform. We talked about the similarities in the colors. Tallassee's got the purple jerseys, the gold pants, and the white numerals to go with that. And their starters, we mentioned here, the captains. Going to be Brody Ellis, Alec Carswell.
Caleb Seegers.
Caleb Seegers is back to 35.
Right.
Because he was wearing 41 last week.
Right.
And Joel Holcomb. So they have come out to represent the Tigers. As we go to midfield, the white hat escorting them out. Brad Davis down there for the coin toss.
Number 3, Dean Glover. Number 7, Jeffrey Thompson. And number 1, E.J. Hall. For the Tigers, number 6, Brody Ellis. Number 24, Alex Carswell. Number 35, Caleb Seegers. And number 79, Joe Holcomb.
Booker T is one of the toss. They'll defer.
ETW has won the toss.
For the second straight week, Tallassee is going to get the ball to start the game as BTW will kick off and Tallassee will return. Well, we're just a minute away from the kickoff. This has been the CB&S Bank countdown to kickoff. Tallassee and Booker T. Washington coming up next on WTLS Score 94 at 106.
To begin the first half of play, Tallassee will receive and defend North Bowl. The Eagles will kick and defend the South Bowl. The Tigers.
Get that out of y'all's way.
Yeah. Ready to go, Tallassee and Booker T. Washington. Home opener on a wet night in Tallassee. Team rallying as they will get ready for the return. Tallassee will be returning. Booker T. will be kicking off. You know, back in the old days, it was Tuskegee Institute. In the really old days, it was just Tuskegee.
Right.
Now it's Booker T. Washington.
Yeah, they kind of incorporated a couple of different schools, and now it's Booker T. Washington. But back when we were in school and played them, like you said, it was Tuskegee.
Yeah, Tuskegee Institute.
Way back in
We
the
played
80s.
them.
Yeah.
This history of this rivalry goes way back.
Right.
With different names. Slightly different, I guess, as the team has changed in its dynamics over the years. Here we go, ready to go with a kickoff. A little chatter already between some players coming onto the field and some of our front men. We got our guys playing up with Chumley and McKenzie playing up for the kickoff. I guess they're not expecting anything deep, and I'm sure they watched all the video last week. Jonathan Copeland will tee it up on the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I was kind of watching a little bit of the kickoffs a little bit earlier, and this dude definitely don't have the leg as a real town kid last week, for sure.
He kicks it. It's a high, short kick that Chumley just going to fair catch. What? At the 18-yard line. So I guess we didn't want to take a chance on it, but boy, he had a lot of room.
Yeah, it looked like he could have at least picked up 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, it might have been instructed not to return
yeah,
it.
and probably so. I mean, most especially your first kickoff of the night, just make sure you secure the football.
That was the struggle last week, just catching it. Yeah.
Right. Give ourselves an opportunity.
Here comes the offense. It will be Rigsby coming in to start at quarterback. He and Battles will rotate those duties. He's got McKenzie to his left. Trent Morris in a slot on the right side with Ellis. High snap and big pressure, and down goes Rigsby in the backfield at the 15. He had no chance, actually lost about 4 yards inside the 15 down closer to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, number 5, Chris Carter for Booker T. He was all over Bryson before he even got to snap good. So had a little bobble on the snap. Got to do a little bit better blocking up front.
Second down and about 16 to go for the Tigers. Not the start we needed.
No, sir.
Gun again. Rigsby once again. Gives it to McKenzie. He's hitting the backfield. Drop way back behind the 5-yard line at the 4.
By number 2.
They gave him some forward progress, but there's the first sight of Joe Phillips tonight.
Number 2, Joe Phillips. And, you know, before the play started, if you watch number 2, Joe Phillips, he motioned to that side and then sent the other outside linebacker to the other side. And so it was almost like he read the play and where it was supposed to go. So
third down and an eternity. They are back at their own 5, and they've got to get to the 28, 23 yards to go. Not a situation any team wants to be in, especially on a night like tonight. And the gun, Rigsby will take it himself, and he'll be slung to the turf back at the line of scrimmage, and we'll be punting from our own end zone. 4th down coming up.
Definitely not the start we needed tonight. Quick 3 and out. But we knew that defensive line was going to be extremely athletic for Booker T. Washington, and we saw that right off the bat.
Yeah, I think number 2 and 5 are going to be trouble all night long, fellas.
Here's the punt by Battles. It's at the 30. And fumbled, it's on the ground, but recovered by Hall. Well, they struggled with that last week. They turned it over 10 times.
Yeah, it was number 1, their quarterback, E.J. Hall, was back deep to receive the punt. And you could tell he just kind of took his eye off of it there for a second to look up to see if he had any running room before he picked it up. Almost a mistake right there for Booker T.
Well, great field position for them on the Tallassee 35. And we'll see Hall go in at quarterback, as you just mentioned. He is going to line up in kind of a pistol formation. They got a big fullback and P.J. McQueen back there alongside. And it will be McQueen that'll get it on 1st down. He's got some room. He'll take it down to the 30. And inside the Tigers' 30 to the 28, a helmet comes off. And Coach O'Neill thought might have been a flag. And is there?
Yeah, there's
yeah, I see it now.
Looks like it's going to be a holding call, thinking.
Face mask against Tallassee. That'll tack on yardage and give Booker T the 1st down.
Yeah, and if you'll notice, number 2, Joe Phillips, is flanked out here as a tight end.
It was a 5-yard face mask and moves it to the 23, 1st down. Once again, the big man right up the middle of the gut of the defense. Inside the 20, still on his feet. Seeger's trying to bring him down, finally does. At the 15 of Tallassee, but he's close to another 1st down.
Yeah, number 5, Caleb Seegers in on the tackle. Or 35, Caleb Seegers, I'm sorry, in on the tackle there for Tallassee. But their running back's alone, number 6. He's P.J. McQueen.
He is a load. It's just back-to-back to him. Let's see what they do here with another short yardage situation. 2nd down, about 3 to go. Hand off. Nope, it's a keeper, and it's Hall. Left side, 1st down, inside the 10 to the 5 and into the end zone for the touchdown. Booker T. Washington strikes first. They lead it 6-0. A 23-yard run.
Yeah, we had a middle blitz on that play to try to slow down number 6 for them for P.J. McQueen, and E.J. saw that, and he faked the handoff, kept it, round left end for a touchdown. It's kind of one of those read option plays.
6-0. They'll go under center this time, and the wishbone formation. And it will be McQueen who is hit and did not get in. The Tigers stopped him short, so it stays 6-0. 9:02 to go, first quarter. Booker T. Washington on top. Our score 6-0.
They got some big young men on the line of scrimmage there.
Keeping for the Eagles, number 42, Bronson Copeland. Keeping Tigers, number 3, Tony, and number 8, McKenzie.
Yeah. 6-0, Booker T. Washington in front after a 35-yard scoring drive. A.J. Hall with the score. They missed the two-point conversion. Copeland kicking. Short, high kick. A chance this time for Chumley from the 25. He has hit at the 30, and down he goes at the 32-yard line. Tigers with the ball, first and 10. Better field position this time. They're on 32.
Yeah, Chum got about 5 yards off of that return. You know, and 5 yards, I mean, that's huge on a return. So good job by him. And like you said, we're in a little bit better field position. So that kind of opens up your playbook a little bit to maybe some different calls. So let's see what we come out with this series of downs here.
Last one was dreadful. They went backwards, never able to get the ball past the line of scrimmage. This time they're going to line up with a little different formation. It will be a direct snap to Joseph Hooks going right side, and he breaks a tackle. He's out across the 40, keeps his feet moving. He went out of bounds at the 41. Looked like he was running with some real steam that time.
Yeah, Daniel, number 4 for Booker T. Washington, is the one that ultimately knocked him out of bounds. But I like that. That was a good hard run by Joseph Hooks. That's what we're going to need out of him. He's going to have to be tough in there and pick up those tough yards like that.
8 yards on first down. And a little bit of pop in that step there. Here we go, second down and short for the Tigers. He'll go left this time, and he's hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss back at the 37-yard line.
Montravius Bam Brooks was in on that tackle.
Bam fits on that one. That's what it sounded like when he got hit. Dropped him for a 3-yard loss. It's 3rd and 5.
Yeah, that was just a blitz up the middle to try to slow that play down before it ever got started. And so we're going to have to pick up those blitzes when they send that man free.
Well, they're pinning their ears back here from those 2 linebackers that they've got up there.
I don't blame them. I would too.
We got Battles in at quarterback here on a 3rd and 5 situation. He's going to look to throw. He does. And Morris makes a nice catch. Did he get to the first down? He's at the 41. Depends on the spot.
He's right at it.
Trent Morris, who has been the quarterback for the middle school. They're going to give him the first down.
Yeah.
He has been pretty solid. A lot of people talking about his expectations. Obviously, is the heir apparent to that position down the road. But playing a little receiver tonight, made a nice grab off the pass from Battles to get Tallassee its first down.
I think he's about to be your quarterback in this series right here. He stayed out on the field. Yeah, number 16, he's out there for quarterback.
1st and 10. McKenzie comes in motion, bad snap. Morris is in big-time trouble, and down he'll go back in the 35.
Yeah, there was nothing Trent could do on that play. It was a bad snap by the center. I know the ball's wet, but we got to get the ball to the quarterback.
We are struggling a little in that department tonight. That was a 7-yard loss, and it'll be 2nd down at 17.
Yeah, we're not a good enough offense team to be. We're a good on offense.
Hooks is back in there. And he'll try to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll be taken down at the 36. And it'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah.
That was Phillips who came in and grabbed the hold. 2-on-2, the jersey numbers there.
Yeah, once again, number 2, Joe Phillips in on the tackle. And it's going to be hard to run through him. Just going to say it. I think we're going to heat break.
Yeah, not that we really need it tonight, but it's still early season. 6:05 to go in the first quarter. It's Booker T. Washington 6, Tallassee nothing. Hey, check your mic now. So let's see what's going on there. Brad.
Hey, I thought we had pretty good signal.
Well, we do now.
Yeah, it's wild. Are you still getting me now? Or is it breaking up?
Well, it's pretty good for the moment.
Yeah, I can't figure it out. It's solid some, and then it's crazy. So I actually walked down hoping to get away from them with the headsets on maybe interference. But anyway, well, we're good now.
Yeah, that may be it. It may be interference from those headsets. We're ready. Tallassee was lining up for a 3rd and 17 and had movement, so a 5-yard false start makes it 3rd and 22, backing them up to their own 31. 5:53 to go. The clock back ticking again, down by a score of 6-0 here in this first quarter. Mason battles in at quarterback. 3 receivers, 2 to his left, 1 to the right, rolling right. And he throws a little behind his intended receiver, Trent Morris, incomplete. Got a good clear-out block by Caleb Seacrest.
Yeah, I thought the blocking was good, rolling out to the right for Battles right there, and threw it just a little bit behind Trent. If that ball was on the money, I believe Trent catches it. I don't know that we get a first down, but it would have put us in a little bit better field position for our punt right here.
Second time tonight, we'll see Battles in punt formation as he steps back. Hall is back to return. Low snap, he bobbled it, he better hurry. He got it off. End over end job. That will hit at the 45, roll to the 44 down there by Hooks. And that's where BTW will start their second possession of the night, leading it by a touchdown, 6-0. Crowd kind of found their seats. It looks like the rain slacked off for the most part.
Yeah, it's better than it was a while ago. It was coming on down.
Still some light rain falling, though.
We got to try to find an answer for their running game because they really didn't even throw the ball in the first series. And number 1 can throw it.
He did run it for a touchdown the last time he had it. He's in a shotgun set this time, and he will roll right. And look, it's wide open down the field. Nobody even near receiver. It's caught by Floyd, and it's going to be a touchdown. Boy, we were fooled on the play action. And a touchdown from E.J. Hall to Javis Floyd, as they call him Daddy O, with a touchdown.
I think I jinxed it because I said that number 1 can throw the football. He just proved it right there on that play. And, yeah, I know we're trying to stop the run, but we got to watch for that pass also.
12-0. Going for 2 again. Hall is going to be hit, knocked down. The ball comes out. You can't return it in high school, so it'd be fun for Carter Sayers to take off with it, but it doesn't matter.
That's
so
right.
It remains 12-0. 5:11 to go in this first quarter. Booker T on top.
Carter's like all that running for nothing. It would have been good, though. I liked it.
need something to go on for the write-up. You can just write down. I don't know. It probably ain't gonna be anything worth writing down for us anyway.
Kicking for the Eagles, number 42, Jonathan Copeland. Deep for the Tigers, number 16, Morris. Number 8, McKenzie.
Yeah. Copeland gets the whistle to kick off. Booker T. Washington 12, Tallassee nothing. Very short kick. Fair catch is made at the 30 by Henderson for Tallassee. And field position gets a little better each time.
Yeah, that was a good fair catch, actually, because he actually kicked the ball almost straight up.
Yeah. Marked it at the 31. Well, Tallassee is down 12-0. Booker T has taken both of their possessions and scored touchdowns, and Tallassee has not had but one first down in their two with 2 punts. Rigsby back in a shotgun formation. Play action, he will look to throw. He will, and it's completed to Brody Ellis, who goes out of bounds, and there's a late flag that comes in, and then another hit. We're going to have definitely some extracurricular penalties coming.
Yeah, Bam, number 10, is about to lead the ball game. Just threw a punch. He's done.
Yep, looks that way. I saw it myself.
Yeah, you can't do that in a football game.
Hey, yeah, you need to get more out of it if you're going to throw. No.
Whitehat's making notes in his little book as that will be the night for Montravius Bam Brooks, it looks like. And I'm not sure if there are any others that could possibly be in this. We'll find out in a moment. It's taking a while to write it down, though, for just one name. But that's the only thing I saw. It might have been reactionary, but that's the one the officials probably saw, too. Here it comes. Personal foul against Booker T. Personal foul against Tallassee. Offsetting penalties. And then another personal foul against Booker T. And an ejection. There you have it. So Brooks is done for the night. And that will give Tallassee 15. They had 2 to our 1 on the 15-yarders.
Yeah, you know, you don't want to see that in a ball game. I know, hey, football stuff, I get it. It's an emotional sport. But you gotta keep your cool and control, because, I mean, one of those 15 yards was against us also. So, you know, that went both ways.
It moves the ball to the 47 of Booker T. Washington, puts us on the other side of the 50, meaning first time in their territory, something that was a struggle last week at Reeltown. And this one by way of penalty. And they're trying to get all the yellow laundry up off the field of the penalty flags that were thrown there.
I think Coach O'Neill wants an explanation on the ejection.
Yeah, he probably didn't see what you would call it a punch. I guess he threw hands at him.
And he's a pretty big piece of their defense, too.
He's been all over the field tonight. Now he won't be a factor anymore. Here's Tallassee with the ball now. 1st and 10 at Booker T's 47-yard line. Who knows? That could be just what the doctor ordered. Maybe turn some momentum. Rigsby with Morris in motion. Fake to him. Give it to Jaden McKenzie. And he will get maybe a yard to the 46-yard line, bringing up 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, tried a little misdirection, a little tomfoolery there to try to get Booker T to over-pursue on that play and then hit Jaden going back across the green. He did pick up 1 yard, but need a few more than those 1-yarders.
Hooks is in there now on a 2nd down play. He will run left, got a little block, and we'll find a little running room inside the 45 to the 43, bringing up third down and about 6.
Yeah, another good hard run by Joseph Hooks, number 2 for the Tallassee Tigers. And I believe if he wasn't a trip, he'd have probably picked up the first down. He had pretty good footing there in just a wet field, man. Wet field. Tried to cut back across one of the football players for Tuskegee, or Booker T, and just stumbled and fell.
4 minutes to go in this first quarter. A 12-0 BTW lead. Tallassee with third down and 6 at the Eagles' 43-yard line. Rigsby rolls right, looks to throw, does, and the catch is made by Morris at the 40, but he was down when he got it, and he's going to be a couple of yards short of the first down, bringing up 4th and about 2.
We had to get rid of that ball a little quicker than we wanted to. The play didn't have time to develop, but I think that short passing game is going to be able to help us out against this pass rush. But 2 was in his face that time. We didn't get a body on it like we did the last pass on to Ellis.
4th down play coming up. 4th and a couple from the 39. Hooks is going to run left, try to get outside, and he'll have no chance. Can't outrun this defense. He went down to the backfield for a loss in the play, and it's a turnover on downs back to Booker T.
Yeah, you're not going to run wide on Booker T. They've just got way too much speed as a defense to run wide. And so where you're going to have to hit them, you're going to have to do what we, have had a little bit of success on. You've got to hit them up the middle. You just got to get a hat-on hat and hit them going up the middle.
2 touchdowns on 2 possessions so far for Booker T. Washington. They'll take it at their own 43, 1st and 10. Haven't turned it over yet. And they're definitely doing better than last week after 10 in that game against Trinity. Left side handoff, McQueen up the middle of the defense. And out close to the 50. They will mark it down right there. He picked up 7.
Yeah, number 6, McQueen, he's a load, man. He's a big running back. He's not real tall, but when you look at his legs, dude's built up pretty good.
He's left of the quarterback hall. 2nd down play coming up. And McQueen again, 1st down inside the 45, right side 40, 35, 30-yard line and out of bounds at the Tallassee 26. B.J. McQueen with a big run and another Eagles 1st down.
Yeah, number 2, Joseph Hooks for Tallassee finally knocked him out of bounds. We ran another one of those blitzes to try to hit him in the backfield before they got going, but that's twice we've run that blitz and we got burnt both times.
New back in there is Jeffrey Thompson, who will line up to the right of his quarterback hall. And we'll get the handoff. A lot of room left side. He is going to go down at the 20, but big surge and a huge opening on that left side of the line as he picked up about 4 yards.
Yeah, tackled by Walker Wells on that play, number 27. Young man that had transferred over to Mississippi for a little while, but they moved back to Tallassee. Good to see him back. Good to see him on the field.
He'll stay back there with Hall at quarterback in the shotgun formation. A couple receivers, one on each side, and they'll hand off right side. Cut back, hold is going to bring this one back, but he got the 1st down inside the 10 to about the 6. 2 penalty flags flew in there. This one should be coming back.
Yeah, I think they were throwing the flags. We threw it up here. That was a bad hold. So, yeah, you're right, Michael. That's going to come back. And that hold was actually, it looked like it was in the backfield or right along the line of scrimmage. So that's going to back them up and make it, 2nd down and about 15, it looks like maybe.
The indication holding against the Eagles, they just 2 yards in the spot.
Yeah. Let's see where it takes it.
A little bit further back.
Yeah, it looks like since it's in the backfield, it's a pretty big penalty because they had 2nd and about 6, and now they got 2nd and 16. Well, I guess it was 10 yards from the spot. Must have been at the line of scrimmage because it's about 16 to go, maybe a little bit beyond that. as it backs up to about the 31-yard line.
We need to watch number 9 over here running well, he's going in motion now.
That'll leave 2 receivers on the left side for Hall, who will run right side and go inside the 30 and get to the 26. He picked up 5, and it will bring up a 3rd down play.
Yeah, good tackle by Joseph Hooks, number 2 for us, number 11, Cortland Roberts, and also number 5, Carter Sayers was in on that tackle. And he picked up a few, like I said, 5 or 6, but now it makes it 3rd and long right here.
3rd and 10 to be exact, from the 26 of the Tigers. McQueen in the backfield. He's in a pistol-less Hall this time with McQueen behind him. And they'll give it to him. Left side run. He is going to take it inside the 20 and down to the 16, very close to where he needed to get for that 1st down. If he didn't get it, it'll be 4th and very short.
Very, very short.
They are indicating that it is 4th down. But I expect them to feed him again. He's a big load coming through there.
Yeah, you know, what grade is he in? Do we have it on our list? No, don't have it. But I don't see how that young man is going into the core. All right.
1 quarter complete, 12-0 our score. Booker T. Washington leading Tallassee Tigers football on WTLS, Score 94, Hit 106, as well as Tallassee Times TV and Spectrum.
That number 6 legit, too. He's a big load coming through that line of scrimmage. Yeah. We got a 4th down coming up as we get ready to start the 2nd quarter. Booker T. Washington leading Tallassee 12-0. 4th down and less than a yard. Timeout has been called by BTW. As we have been kind of keeping stats here, we'll look at those later, but it's been all BTW through the 1st quarter, as you'd imagine, if you see the scoreboard. You were looking for some of these guys here, what their grades were. I mean, P.J. McQueen is a senior, just as some of these other guys that we've called out a lot tonight are, like Hall and Phillips. We don't have his size, though. I would like to know how big he is. He's a pretty big back. Yeah,
the roster we have does not have that information.
I'm going to put him in the neighborhood of 5'10". He's knocking on 180, 190.
He looks like it, at least.
Maybe close. I mean, because his legs look like tree trunks.
Well, I'd expected to get it right here on a 4th down play, about a yard to go.
Oh, yeah, got a fullback in front of him, actually.
Yeah, they're going with that powerhouse
wishbone
formation, which they ran on a 2-point play, and they're going to hand it off. It will be a 1st down easily inside the 15 to the 14 as they went with Thompson that time. Jeffrey Thompson moves the chains. 1st down BTW on the first play of the 2nd quarter, leading 12-0. They'll spot it at the 14 of Tallassee.
You don't reckon Coach Jackie O'Neal has formulated some of that wishbone from back in the day?
Yeah, carrying over from the good old days, yeah.
Yep. You know where that formation come from.
Yeah, that's Coach Webster ran that over there too, yeah.
Yep.
Everybody ran it at one time. Here's the left side running play with McQueen. He will get to the 10. So Wright was in on the tackle with Segrist.
Got a flag on the play.
Yeah, I see it in the backfield. And
I think it's holding.
it is a hold again. They've had a couple on this drive alone. They overcame the last one. And now they have to back that up to the 24-yard line. And they've got to get to about the 4, so we're looking at 1st and 20. Well, Tallassee needs a stop here. They need to get the ball back.
Yeah, we definitely need a stop.
We did at least see a little bit of momentum on that last drive as the Tigers got a couple of first downs. Drive stalled inside the BTW 40. Here's 1st and 20 from the 24 of the Tigers. Shotgun for Hall. Play action. He'll look to pass. Here comes pressure.
Has another hold.
And he breaks away from it. I don't know how, but he's out beyond the 20 and down the right side. He goes inside the 10 and to the 4-yard line. Picked up the first down. It looks like if they gave him a good spot. If not, it's going to be second and very short. But we had him wrapped up, and I don't know how he came out of that.
I don't know how he got out of that. There was a hold in the backfield, but we had him contained, and all of a sudden he shot out of there like a cannon.
Let's see if they are going to say first down and goal to go or second down in less than a yard. It is a first down, so the chains come off. That was all Hall that time. He did it all by himself.
All by himself, for sure, on that play.
Thompson to his right. Time is called. Got a penalty flag. The back judge threw that flag. But they say timeout was called. I don't know if it was about to be a delay and they gave him the timeout instead of the penalty, but it is going to be a timeout for Booker T. We'll keep it here for a minute. 10:09 to go in this first half. Remind you that at the half, we will have our Parker Tire and Service Center halftime report featuring the Pride of Tallassee. They've hung in here through the rain tonight. Looks like it's pretty much stopped. The rain was about 4 hours long, but the rain has ceased, at least for the moment. Maybe it's gone for the night.
Yeah,
and the umbrellas have been turned down now.
One of the good things, you know, a lot of times after the rain, man, the humidity will kick in. But right now, the humidity feels okay. You know, temperature looks like to be probably low 80s, upper 70s maybe.
Well, it was 75 when we got here.
There's a really nice breeze down here. It's very pleasant.
Yeah, definitely a comfortable night for early season football. It's first day of September. 74 right now.
Yep, that's what I have too, 74.
BTW, after their second time out of this first half, comes back on the field with 1st and goal from the 4 of Tallassee. Fake throw in the end zone, knocked away. Good play by Wright. As they tried to play action and went for a touchdown to Phillips, but Wright was right there, and it'll be 2nd and goal from the 4.
Yeah, the throw was actually there. And Jonathan Wright, number 7 for the Tallassee Tigers, made it just an exceptionally good play on that ball.
Yeah, that's Rush. His brother has graduated. Yeah,
My bad.
He's now
that is Rush.
out of high school. Here's 2nd down and goal from the 4.
Maybe his brother's listening.
He appreciates it. Running left is Hall. He's got nobody even close to him as they are clearing out purple and gold jerseys left and right. A touchdown, and the score goes to 18-0.
Yeah, they just had good blocking on that play. And like you said, he went in untouched. You can tell they don't have a field goal kicker. They go for 2 every single time.
Hall will line up in the gun. He'll throw. Flag comes in. Catch is made for the conversion, but we'll see about the penalty.
Well, that's
It was Daniel that made the grab. It was a procedure call against Booker T, so we'll have to do it again.
And normally when the side judge throws, it's going to be a procedure. are offsides on the defense. And they're going to go for 2 every time tonight. We see that.
Yeah, you don't have a place kicker if you get penalized and still go for 2 here. Hall will throw it again to the right side, and it is incomplete this time. So they missed on all 3 conversions, but they do have a 3-touchdown lead. 18-0, 9:56 to go. First half of action here in the second quarter. Tallassee Tigers football on WTLS, score 94 and hit 106. Yeah. Copeland kicks, McKenzie returning. Out across the 30 to 40. Great return by J.D. McKenzie out to the 41-yard line. And let's see if Tallassee can battle back some. They're down 18-0, 9:46 to go in this second quarter of play.
Good hard run by number 8, Jaden McKenzie. That's one of the better runs I've witnessed him having in the first 2 ball games. So he needs to kind of keep that up, just keep that momentum going. We really need him and number 2, Joseph Hooks, running hard.
Well, we need something to happen here where we can drive the ball and chew up some clock, keep the ball away from their offense, because we haven't stopped them yet.
No.
Trent Morrison at quarterback. Seen that a couple of times tonight. He will take it and run it and be hit hard at the line of scrimmage if he got there. We'll see what the mark is. They're going to give him the line, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Just nowhere to go. He's pretty quick. Trent's pretty speedy athlete. But you got to have somewhere to go. Their defense is really making it difficult.
Yeah, he's probably the fastest kid on our team, and probably certainly one of the more athletic kids on our team. But like I said, you got to have somewhere to run the football. He's done a good job in the slot receiver, though, tonight, catching the football.
Yeah, just a freshman. It is Battles at quarterback now. Pressure coming from backside. He throws. It's complete. There's a penalty flag that comes in as he completed it to Chumley. Only a gain of 4, which will bring up 3rd and long. But let's see about the penalty flag.
Holding.
Offensive or defense?
Defense.
Yeah, that's going to have to be on the defense there.
And that is the indication. We will get a first down off of that. 2 penalties have given us first downs tonight. This will be the second of those. And both times it did move the ball into BTW territories. It'll do here at the 49 of the Eagles.
You know, we've had spurts of where we've moved the ball on the ground. We just got to be a little bit more consistent and string a bunch of plays together all at one time.
Yeah, the official a little late letting our chain gang know that that was enough for the first down. Yeah, should have been automatic. First down from the 49. They moved the chains. Uh-oh, fumbled snap and Battles. A negative play all the way back to the 42, a loss of 9 yards. That's a tough start to a new, fresh set of downs there.
Yeah, those are the kind of penalties when you're not turning out a lot of yards on offense. You can't have those fumbles, those miscues, those missed snaps. Because we're not a chunk team, where you're going to pick up 40, 50 yards all in one play.
2nd and 19.
I think we're going to try that right here, though. Just
well, we'll see.
Here.
We got McKenzie as the lone receiver. Morris in a shotgun. Instead, he's going to hand it to Jaden. And he'll run right, and he'll be hitting the backfield, loss on the play. I just don't think anything wide's going to work tonight against this bunch. Of course, not much is working at all. They're so fast to the corners. And it will be a loss that time of a couple more yards. So now we've got 3rd and 21 from our own 41-yard line.
Well, and when you got number 2 roaming the defense over here, and he can run as fast as the running backs, and he's a good-sized young man, makes it hard to run against him.
Yes. 3rd down, battles back in shotgun. Chumley and Morris on the left side, McKenzie and Ellis on the right. We're going to see a pass play, it looks like, but here comes pressure first. He's going to get away from it and then be taken down. We just couldn't get the protection that time as they knew it was coming, and they drop him back at the 32-yard line. Another big loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The Tigers will have to punt. 4th and 27 yards to go.
Yeah, we got a hat on number 2, but he blew through that pretty easily.
Battles to punt, Hall back to return. Daniel also back for Booker T. It's going to be Daniel gets it on the line drive, got some room. 50-yard line, right side 40 to the 30 of the Tigers. And out of bounds he goes. Tackled by the punter, Battles, at about the 25-yard line. Great field position, another short field. And another penalty flag on the field.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to be a hold or what it is.
The first one is going to be a hold, guys, and then there was a late flag and there was a helmet rolling around over here. I'm hoping we didn't get something here to offset.
Discussion between the men in stripes. Let's see what they come up with for this one. Sideline warning against Tallassee, against Booker. Well, he meant Tallassee.
Yeah.
And then a holding against Booker T. Well, it does make a difference. They would have been at the 25. Now the holding from the spot backs them all the way up to the 47-yard line of Tallassee. So 22-yard penalty basically is what that is. And Booker T still on the Tallassee side with pretty good field position. 18-0 is the score. Looking for more. Hall from the shotgun. Trip set on the left side. And he'll keep it on a read play, and it will be Seegers still take him down after a gain of 2 to the 45.
Yeah, good thing Caleb wrapped him up right there at the middle linebacker spot, because if he didn't, all he had in front of him was grass and opportunity on that play. That was a good open field tackle by Caleb Seegers. And number 1's not easy to tackle. He's not the biggest kid on the team.
Heat break timeout, 6:05 left here in the first half. Booker T. Washington 18, Tallassee nothing.
7 for
Yeah.
the Eagles.
Hall to throw out the backfield to Thompson. Left side swing pass. He slips a tackler, gets inside the 40, into the 37 of Tallassee. It looks like he got the first down. He will move the chains just past the mark he needed.
Yeah, we had a little block in the back over here, but we missed that call. But good hard run by number 7 for them. There's just athletes all over the place. Thompson is his last name.
First down, Booker T. Washington leading 18-0, 5:20 to go until halftime. Tigers trying to bring some pressure. Thompson is going to be tackled by the line by Hooks. Great job. Now a late flag comes in. I'm not sure what he's going to call.
Surely.
Couldn't be late hit because he didn't blow the whistle till way late.
Surely he's not going to call that against us.
Whitehead threw the flag. Personal foul, face mask. So he must have grabbed me by the headgear. I didn't see that, but he was right on top of it.
Yeah, he called it on Booker T, so I guess he was
Must have been an offensive, he's trying to stiff arm, and
right.
He grabbed our defender. So it backs them up even more. And he called it the 15-yard variety.
I was like,
that doesn't look like 15 yards, though.
I was
It's personal foul face mask.
I thought it was.
I mean, didn't we stop him at about? Okay. Back to the 46 of BTW. First down over again. First and very long. Here comes Thompson left side. He'll be tackled. Morris and Segrist. Segrist is playing hard tonight. He's made quite a few plays already as he got it back to the 47, did Thompson on the Tallassee side.
Yeah, him and Trent combined in on that tackle. But like you said, Caleb Segrist playing extremely hard right there. Number 16, Trent, also playing hard on that play. He's not a big young man, but he plays bigger than what he is for sure.
They still need 21 for a first down, second down. Hall with 3 receivers to his right side, 1 on the left. Here comes the pressure. Got away from it. Still moving. Right side will throw down the field and incomplete. Had it in the grasp. Couldn't hold it. Cortland Roberts was there, but incomplete.
Cortland jumped like a split second too soon. He was trying to high point the ball. He was doing the right thing in what your coach to do and try to high point the ball, but he was off just a split second on that one. But good breakup nonetheless to keep him from picking up the first down.
Thought we might have the first turnover.
Right.
But it didn't work out that way. They've definitely cleaned that up from last week after 10 against Trinity in a loss. 33-22 was the final on that one. And, neither team has put it on the ground yet. Tallassee had 4 turnovers against Reeltown. Here is third down and long. Whistles blow, another penalty. We've had our fair share of those, though. This is going to go against them, as I see the line judge indicating a procedural infraction.
Illegal procedure against the Eagles. They will be assessed 5 yards for range third down.
Backs them up to their own 47, third down and 27. Hall just going to try to run for it. He's going to get to the 40 and down to the Tallassee 35. Got a pretty good bit of it back. Brings up 4th down and about 9 to go. They'll be going for this, you would think. Deep in Tallassee territory, 3:44 to go. Band's prepping for their shows.
Yes.
Coming up shortly. 4th and we'll say about 10 from the Tallassee 36. Hall in shotgun formation with pressure coming. Throws it down the field, and it is incomplete. At double coverage, Morris and Wright were there. They were definitely outsized by the big Marquez Daniel, but he could not
Yeah.
come down with it. And Tallassee's defense holds. They'll get the ball back with 3:10.
Yeah,
It would be very nice if we could somehow put a
Right.
drive together and get some points going into the locker room.
Yeah, number 4 right there, Daniel. That dude's at least 6'2", 6'3". somewhere in
big
that-
kid, yeah.
Yeah, he's tall. So that was a good play by our defensive backs.
Oh, yeah, that kid's bigger than 6'2". Yeah, he's a good size kid.
I think 6'5" is what Therese Scott said to us.
Oh, okay.
There you go, 6'5".
He's taller than me anyway, which don't take much.
Tallassee back on offense. Morris back in at quarterback. 3:10 to go till halftime. Their own 36 first down play. It will be Morris running right. He's got some room outside. He's across the 40. Penalty flag comes in as he got to the 50 and pushed out of bounds. Good run, but it might be coming back. Let's see.
Yeah, that's not in a good spot.
Holding against Tallassee. One of the bright spots of the night, erased by penalty.
Yeah, I hate that because that was a good run by Trent. He had to kind of gather up the snap a little bit. It was a little bit off, but he saw a hole and he hit it hard.
Says 10 yards from the spot the foul for holding. Remains first down.
Hillcrest Tuscaloosa leading Pike Road by a score of 10-0.
Huh. All right.
They're now at halftime.
Seems like that might be on our pick'em sheet.
First and about 18 after the penalty against Tallassee. Rigsby back in at quarterback. Hand off to Jaden McKenzie. He will get to the 30 and picked up a couple. Second down and about 16. Alfred, his dad, Alfred, of course, says he is the fastest on the team, by the way. He wanted to correct you on that. You were guessing.
Well, I knew it had to be him or Trent one.
Yeah,
because those two are definitely the fastest two kids on the team.
Second and 16.
Alfred could pick him up and put him down a little bit back in the day himself.
Oh, no doubt. Bryson Rigsby in the shotgun, fakes to McKenzie this time. Will look to pass and will, and there's contact. Is there a flag? Yes, came in. Obviously, before the ball got there, they hit the receiver. And I think that was Chumley who was trying to get that, I guess, and it was going to be potentially a catch, but no chance at that. We'll see about this flag, and it is pass interference. 2:08 left till the half. We'll get some help here.
Says 15 yards.
Still short of the first down, though. It's a 15-yard penalty, but it's not an automatic first down. It's going to be second down and about a yard. The ball out to the 45.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's different in high school than college is it's not an automatic first down on a pass interference.
Second down play with Hooks in a Wildcat formation. Going right and getting a first down out to the 48. The ball came out. I don't know if they had whistled him down or not. There's a battle for it, and they say it did come out. It's a fumble recovered by Booker T. There's that turnover we had avoided. BTW ball at the 48, and we just picked up the first down. 1:53 left, and the offense comes back out for the Eagles.
I believe if we had the review option on that one for the game, I believe that would be overturned. I think it was already down. But we don't have that option in high school.
Nope. Well, Booker T. Washington with the first gift of the night, a Tallassee fumble. And they have the ball on the Tigers' 47-yard line. It is Hall in a pistol set. McQueen takes it up the middle, finds some room to run. There's another flag down as he got about 10, close to that first down.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold in the back.
And another late flag comes in where the tackle was made.
Stop made by number 10, James Peters.
Well, it's getting dirty now, isn't it? There's a lot of penalties that are happening.
And that's frustrating as a coach.
Yeah, let's see what happens with these two. It's obviously two different penalties.
One's almost certainly a hold where it was thrown at.
Holding against Booker T.
Red ball foul.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Booker T. Back to back. One at the line of scrimmage, one at the end of the play. And they will both be assessed.
25-yard penalty.
That's huge. 1:29 till halftime. We're in an 18-0 football game. Booker T. Washington has scored 3 touchdowns, missed on every conversion. Look at this penalty. Good gosh. They were at the 37 of Tallassee, and now they're at their own 27.
That's a tough penalty.
That's about 36 yards of penalties right there.
But we'll take it.
Yeah.
We just need to get this 129 off the clock and go in and regroup. We've started to play a little bit better in the second quarter.
Play action, roll out right. Hall throws down the field, and nobody home. Threw it out of bounds towards the Tallassee sideline. Incomplete on a first and what was 40 yards to go.
Yeah, that was a smart play by E.J. Hall. He did not have anybody open, as you say, and he threw that one out of bounds. He was outside the pocket, outside the tackles.
Second down and extremely long. 1:16 left till the break.
Second down.
Maybe we can force a turnover of our own here and cash it in for some points. Trinity intercepted a pitch last week, took it in for a touchdown on a running play that the linebacker scored. Running play, McQueen right, not much there. He will get it out across the 30 and bring up third down and long. Clock will continue to tick down.
We'll definitely have to run one more play.
I do wonder if they don't get it here, if we're going to try to get a timeout and see if we can go after the punt. Because they can run this thing down. It's under a minute. And they're going to run it down as far as they can before they take a snap. But you got to think, as explosive as they are, you don't want to give them too much to work with. And I understand why you don't call a timeout if you're Tallassee right now. Let's get the stop first. Here is third down and about 37 to go. It's a running play. It's Thompson out on the left side, across the 40s to the 50. The 40-yard line left side, 30. One man to beat. Morris will get there to at least get him out of bounds. Stops the clock with 18, and another late flag came in. That was 3rd and 37, and they picked it up and just about scored a touchdown on a running play. Marked him out at the 10. But again, there's that penalty flag on the field.
I'm going to give Trent credit on that because he had to fight off the block and big number 2, Joe Phillips, the 4-star, to make that tackle. Shows a lot of grit and determination by that young man.
I think it's against Booker T. I don't know how many penalties they've got right now, but they're mounting those up.
Is there going to be a block in the back? Maybe.
Yes, that is the call. 17.5 seconds on the clock. Booker T has just one timeout left. And they will back them up to the 26. They've been up and down and back again here on this drive alone, and all over the field with penalties. Some of their fans who've made it here tonight not pleased with that.
Got a timeout, looks like.
They had a pretty good contingent come over.
They did.
Waited, some of them did, to let the rain come through. Tallassee's going to use a timeout with 17.5 seconds left to regroup for a moment. Key that we try to keep them out of the end zone here. They're going to have at least a couple more shots at it if they can control the clock. Remember, they do have the one timeout. They can use the sidelines too if they'd like.
Well, they're putting number 4, Daniel, back in, so I would expect them to try to run a fly pattern, just a jump ball, 50-50 ball to him in the end zone.
We mentioned the Parker Tire and Service Center halftime report. We will do our Student Athlete of the Week as well during that segment, presented by District Attorney Mike Segrist. And we'll grab some scores for you, update you on some other games taking place tonight. Remember, our scoreboard show follows the action tonight from here at J.E. Hollebron Stadium. It'll be sponsored by City Collision.
Got a new crew in there tonight.
Yeah, got some new blood in the studio. Will be handling those duties. First down from the 26. Hall and shotgun. Thompson to his right. Couple of receivers, one to the left side. As you mentioned, Daniel over there. And on the right is Person. They're going to look left towards Daniel and throw towards the middle, and it's caught by Phillips, who slips one tackle, another, and dives into the end zone and scores from 26 yards out. Booker T goes ahead 24-0.
Yeah, it was big number 2, Joe Phillips.
Boy, a tough load to bring down. He doesn't just play defense.
No, he's a tight end on the offense.
Men among boys. 2-point try coming up with 9.6 on the clock. Couldn't get to the half, just couldn't get out of there. The key was at 3rd and 37. Hall with McQueen beside him. Looks to Daniels, throws back to the right for Person, and missed him, incomplete. They've missed all their conversions, but they do lead 24-0. 9.6 seconds left. Up before we go to the break, there is a flag down, so let's see about that one. Did we hit him late? Conversion no good. Unsportsmanlike against Tallassee, which I assume they'll just assess. It's after the play, assessed on the kickoff would be the plan here. All right, 24-0, 9.6 till the half. Tallassee Tigers football on WTLS, score 94, hit 106.
Yeah, I think that was actually against Booker T.
Oh, he did, didn't he? Yeah, that's right.
I thought it was going to be against us, so, but I guess it's going to be against them.
Yeah, it wasn't a late hit after all. Yes. That 15-yard penalty will be assessed on this kickoff against Booker T. Washington for unsportsmanlike conduct. They will tee it up on their 25. 9.6 seconds until halftime. And 24-0 our score. Booker T. Washington leading Tallassee. Copeland tees it up at his own 25. Maybe we can get a return here. Kicked it pretty well. His best kick of the night. McKenzie with a chance from his 28 to the 30, 35. And gets outside to the 40. Nice cut back. 45. And at the 46 he goes. It stops the clock with 2.4. We'll have one more play.
A few little juke moves there by Jaden.
It's just too bad that this happens when we have no time left. We've got good field position.
Yeah, it's a good return.
And Booker T will get the ball to start the second half on top of that. That touchdown there was huge for them. Of course, the turnover was huge. We were driving, maybe a chance to cut into an 18-0 lead. We fumbled and lost it. Then they had a couple of penalties and had 3rd and forever and ended up getting a conversion. And just had a little bit of time to work with, but they were able to get the score. And the difference is 24 points right now. This should be the final play of this half. It will be Rigsby just taking a knee, and that'll do it. Well, we played 24 minutes of football, and Booker T. Washington leads 24-0. Tallassee Tigers football on WTLS, Tallassee Times TV, and Spectrum.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Macon County Board of Education, Dr. Melissa Williams, and Booker T. Washington High School Principal, Mr. Ravinda Southern, we are here to bring you the greatest band in the land, better known as the Marching Aristocrats. The band is under the direction of the Smile that Mighty is Power. This is Lydia Floyd with Assistant Director Mr. Anthony White and Miss Deanna Fly. Let's make some more noise for the Marching Aristocrats, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, the Marching Aristocrats will be performing a very live and energetic show with the song Poison, Just Got Paid, and this is how we do it. Let's make some noise for the Marching Aristocrats, ladies and gentlemen. Our directors are directed by our class coordinator, Mr. Lisa Walker. Now that the band has moved into concert formation, we'll have a dance by our astonishing Larissa Red. Under the direction of our dance coordinator, Miss Anisha Daniels. Y'all do y'all thing, ladies. We'll go back to the main side. Y'all know who just got paid. Now the band is preparing to move the block band.
Since they're going to have problems, they might have a short show. We may go to them first and then come to y'all after, because I think they're about to wrap up. Yeah, they do.
This is how we do it down here, Booker T. Washington, ladies and gentlemen. Break it down for them, Aristocrats. Show them how this is how we do it.
Travis, you want to join in on this? Hang on, Leanne.
Running for 14, and they call holding for 3 yards after running for 3 yards.
Get down low with the trash.
I don't think you get credit for it. On a holding call, you don't get that yardage. Yeah. Hang on. We're coming back. Parker Tire and Service Center halftime report. Here from J. Hannah Stadium, our score is Booker T. Washington 24 and Tallassee nothing. And Brad Davis joins us up here in the box. And, boy, it was tough for the Tigers in the first half. And we've seen this a couple of weeks in a row.
Sure. You know, you guys have touched on it some during the first 2 quarters as the game was moving forward there. We're having some glimpses of things on offense that we didn't see last week until late in the game, which, you know, they're playing some of their guys after, you know, going up 41-0. But we're doing some things offensively. We're just not explosive enough to keep getting behind the sticks and then, you know, overcoming those, first and 20, first and 15s and things like that. And, you know, then you have first and 10 and lose 7 yards on the first play. So it's one of those situations where offensively we're doing a few more things this week better than we did last week. Just got to clean up those negative plays. And I know that's hard to do against these guys here. They've got 2 really good ball players on defense that really aren't scared of us throwing the ball, so they're just pinning them back every time. And, you know, so I'm glad we're up here and not in the locker room trying to figure out what to come out and do the second half. But
yeah, you wonder, and you kind of feel like morale has got to be down. You keep getting behind, and you can't seem to get a break, and that's kind of where we are right now. And I know you can come and you can tear the guys apart in the locker room, but I'm sure coaches are trying to come up with some type of psychology that might get things you know, and going in the right direction.
Yeah, well, from a coaching side of things, I've not done it on the football field. You know, we've all had different times when we coach, but as we travel around with the softball side of things, here's really what happens. Sometimes teams are better than you, right? And you can scream and holler and throw stuff around. Now, you can go and talk to the kids about correcting our mistakes and the things that we can control, but you just can't control them having a 4-star football player who really is. I don't know if you guys have picked up on it or not. He's the kind of 4-star guy you see playing. He's picking up our players. He's patting our players on the butt. He's the kind of guy that you want to see take what God's given him, and that's an opportunity to go play football at a really high level. And he hasn't let it go to his head. I've been really impressed by that kid. Only time we'll get to see him play this year. We saw him play last year, and then this game we play him this year. But really impressive. And those are the things I've noticed is he's patting our guys, and you know, I think they know they've got us in a bad spot right now. We just don't have enough horsepower to win a drag race with them. And now some things can go our way, and some turnovers and some things that necessarily didn't in the first half could give us a little momentum in the second half. We'll see. But the guys, you've talked about it. There's a couple of leaders on our side of the field that are coming back, and the morale is still there. I come up, started walking over a little bit left in the second quarter, but in the first quarter, into the second quarter, we're just a couple scores down. There were some of the leaders on our team, or the guys that you would hope would be leaders, talking to them and saying, hey, we're doing a lot of things that it's inflicting pain on ourselves. Let's clean those things up. We got them. Let's just keep pushing. Let's get better. That's what you want to see. That's probably more this week than I remembered seeing last week when we got in a bad spot. So those are encouraging things you want to see. We'll see the guys come out. There's been some guys offensively that have done some things. We've thrown those little short passes. I think for us, the way we're made up right now, that's going to have to be a part of our game to slow down some of that, just pinning the ears back. So we'll see what it looks like coming out. And if you're watching us on TV, you're getting the eye full and the camera full of these little kids out here, right? The future, 10 or 12 years away from it, right?
How about that? Yeah, the youngsters are joining in when the Pride of Tallassee begins its halftime performance. Maybe Tallassee can get something going in the second half, at least get back in the football game. Still a full half of football to be played. As we continue Parker Tire and Service Center halftime report, we go down to the field and listen to some of the sounds from the Pride of Tallassee.
Our show tonight is called The Millennial Mixtape, and will feature the music of Boys to Men, Dave Matthews Band, and Green Day. Sanchez. Chaplain is Anna Briggs. Drumline captain is Nevaeh Hicks. Head
majorette is Macy Crane. Dance line captain is Albert Weldon. Color guard captain is Maria Lynn. Our band staff includes Mrs. Jennifer Crane, Mrs. Victor Baker, Mrs. Samantha Glasscock, Mrs. Megan Shatner, Mr. Josh Cobb, and our assistant band director is Miss Melanie Perry. The director of bands is Dr. Robert Glasscock.
Pride of Tallassee performing for us. Halftime, 24-0. Booker T. Washington leading our Tigers as we take another break. Coming up, we'll do our Student Athlete of the Week and get you some scores from J.E. Otterbrand Stadium.
I want to hear the scores. See how bad I'm doing on my picks.
Yeah, I need to look some of those up.
I think I got my sheet like in my bag over there. I'll have to try to recall from the El Memorial, which ain't never a good thing.
260 to -4.
What you got?
260 to -4 minus first drive they had. I didn't get none of that on Tuesday.
We got -4 yards offense. My God. That might be right. You count penalty yards as negatives? You did? So whatever you got on the field was what you got. We only got -4.
That's rough.
That's awful.
Pretty sure I started with that first drive. I know I missed people.
Yeah, that's good. We lost yardage on the first drive, I think.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, ready. Yeah.
Got -18 rushing and 14 passing.
Time for our Student Athlete of the Week. It's brought to you by District Attorney Mike Segrist. This week, it's senior Joel Holcomb, the son of Brian and Jennifer Holcomb, who moved here to Tallassee at the end of 10th grade. Been in athletics since then. He wears number 79 for the Tigers and plays center. He's played varsity football now for 2 years, though he began playing at the age of 5. This year, he plans to be on the wrestling team with Tallassee. It'll be his 3rd year with that program. During high school, he's maintained a GPA of 3.79, a 93.9 average. Joel worked this past summer at Grove Station, one of our sponsors. After graduating from high school, Joel plans to move to Auburn and find a job in the culinary field. He'll take online classes through the University of West Alabama to pursue that degree and go into business. When asked about his dream job, he said he'd like to have his own restaurant and be the head chef. Joel's favorite food is prime rib. Even though he says he has many favorites, his favorite thing to cook is bolognese. And favorite subject is history. What Joel likes most about the new building at Tallassee High School is that it is spacious. When asked about any advice he can give younger football players, Joel was quick to say, take it one day at a time, especially during the summer. Joel Holcomb, your Student Athlete of the Week, and presented again by District Attorney Mike Segrist. Thanks to Catherine Davis for that information as well.
Yeah,
as we continue at halftime, 24-0 our score.
You don't hear a lot of people saying they want to major in culinary school.
I know it. Wants to be a chef.
Yeah.
I like that.
He does. He actually worked for, like you said, Grove Station over there for a little while, cooking and learning some stuff and everything. And so, I mean, he's, I've talked to Joel numerous times, and he says, I love to cook. So.
How about that? Well, let me give you some scores. We mentioned ours here, 24-0 Booker T at halftime. Here's some of the other games going on. Elmore County just putting it on Autaugaville tonight, 55-0. It's just halftime. Last week they put 49 up by halftime against Marbury. Barely got them a team over there in Eclectic. A couple other scores here just around the area tonight. Catholic leads at halftime over Alabama Christian, 35-12. Baker up on Wetumpka at halftime. The score is 20-3. We mentioned the Hillcrest Pike Road game earlier. It's 10-0 as they get ready to start the second half. Hillcrest on top. Beauregard winning big against Central Haynesville. It's 30-0. That was a second quarter score. We have a halftime score at Millbrook. Stanhope Elmore trailing Eufaula 13-9. Alma Bryant up on Hopeful, long way from home down in South Alabama. It's 8-0, second quarter score. Carver at halftime, bouncing back after last week at Gadsden City losing. They lead Daphne 12-0 is that score. Dothan up on Percy Julian 21-0. How about this one? This is the team we got next week. Central of Clay County will go to Lineville for that one. And they're winning at Benjamin Russell 20-6 at halftime.
Really?
Really.
Great day. I missed that one.
Yeah, well, it's still a little game left to be played, though. Enterprise up on Auburn. It's 14-10. That game is in the second quarter, last check. And that's what we've got right now. We'll continue to give you scores throughout the night. And, of course, after the game, the school board show presented by City Collision.
Well, you mentioned that score up there, Benjamin Russell and Clay. That's two state championship coaches going against each other, Smitty and Danny Horn.
Yeah, those guys have been around for a while. Of course, Coach Horn is one of the winningest coaches in Alabama football history, and second actively only to Terry Curtis down at UMS Wright, who has the most wins of any coach right now in high school football among active coaches. Well, I know Coach Mike Battle's trying to get to the 200 mark. He's 6 wins away from that, but he's got to get these guys turned around tonight if he's going to get one on this evening, down by 4 touchdowns, 24-0. Funny that they missed every extra point. They've gone for 2 on each one, but not able to convert a single one. But still, they pretty much scored every time they've had it. We just haven't had an answer, and they're going to get the ball as Booker T to start this second half.
Yeah, we've not had the opportunity to slow them down very much tonight. They've just got they've got a lot of offensive weapons. How many different guys have touched the football tonight? 4, 5, 6, something like that. And every one of them are dangerous with the football in their hand.
Already got one being worked on for cramps, it looks like. We haven't really had that issue this week yet. We saw it a little bit last week in Reeltown. At least they're stretching out. I think that's quarterback, isn't it? Is that Hall? It looks like it could be a 1. That's his jersey number. We'll see once he's up on his feet. But they're stretching him out right now, so he's just about ready to start this second half. Yeah, he may be getting stretched out. I don't know. Now that's actually Thompson, number 7. So now he did some damage too in the first half. And Travis Baker was doing manual stats. His stat crashed on him tonight, but. Let's see what you got. I'm curious to see. We'll just put you on and let you kind of tell what you got. You don't want to do it? He's frustrated with it. Now, you told me we were negative on offense. That's what he said, and the numbers for us were under negative yards. Does that sound right to you? It wasn't very good.
We don't have a lot of offense for sure.
Yeah.
Because by the time we would pick up a few, we would go back a bunch or go back a few. So.
Maybe by the time you go to the school board tonight, you'll have something kind of, we won't call it official, but you'll have something close.
Speaking of the school board show tonight, before we kick off, is Jack excited about going down?
Yeah, Jack, my son Jack Butler is going to help out. Preston Baker and, of course, C.C. Blaylock Travis is going to be down there for the school board show tonight, kind of breaking in a new crew. And I'll look forward to that afterwards. I'm interested in watching these guys running across the bleachers in the upper stands. Second deck and just taking a slide across it. Of course, it's still wet up there. Just don't slide off the edge of it. Would you? Thank goodness there's a fencing up there. We're going to kick it off. Carswell getting a chance to kick off. He hasn't had that opportunity tonight. Hall is deep. We'll see if he'll get a chance to return this one if we kick it to him. It's a squibber. It hit one of the Booker T players. It's a loose ball. It's still a loose ball, and I think BTW got on it at about the 34-yard line. And they did. Fortunate for them, and that was Thompson. We were just talking about him a minute ago.
Yeah, number 7 for them.
First down 10 for the Eagles at the 34.
Got Alabama football starting up this weekend. We'll have the Crimson Tide Sports Network 3:30 airtime versus Middle Tennessee for a 6:30 kick tomorrow night. Eli Gold is back. Been away for a little while, had some health issues, but he's back in the saddle again. That'll be tomorrow. We'll kick off the day with our Lindy's football report and our Tallassee football replay. That's at 8 and 8:30 tomorrow morning here on WTLS, Score 94 and Hit 106. Little pitch from Hall to Daniel. It breaks a tackle. He's out across the 40, the 50, and he got a straight line to the line. He's going to take it all the way for a touchdown. One play, one score to start the second half. And the score goes to 30-0. 66 yards on that one for Quez Daniel.
Yeah, just end around is all it was. Just a quick pitch to him. Snapped it to the quarterback, and he pitched it back underneath, right back to number 4. Quez Daniel.
Well, last week, Tay Martin took the opening kickoff 85 yards. That didn't happen tonight, but the first play for the second half start goes the distance. Daniel makes it 30-0. You were hoping for something to go our way to start the second half, and that's not it. For whatever reason, we're taking an extra long time to make a decision about something, and it is another sideline warning against Tallassee. Or them, I guess, this time. Yeah, they're telling them to back up.
Well, while we have a minute, shout out to the line crew down there. Long running line crew. Same guy's been toting the chains for a while now.
Yeah, we need to do some type of feature with them one game this year. Most of those guys have been together for a long time, like you say. We'll throw to the end zone for Daniel. Easy pickings. Hall to Daniel, who scored a touchdown for the conversion. Their first converted two-point play of the night, and it's 32-0. 11:39 to go in the third quarter. Booker T. Washington, 32. Tallassee, nothing.
Kicking for the Eagles, number 42, Jonathan Copeland.
Uh-oh. That's too long right there, Lynn. For some reason.
16, Morris is number 8.
No, it doesn't matter. It's 32-0.
Number 16, Morris, the ball carrier. Stop made by number 14, Jarrell Lockhart. First down 10 for the Tigers. That's a 26.
Trent Morris returns for Tallassee to the 26. That's where they'll begin the first drive of their offense in the third quarter. Mason Battles throws. It's complete to Chumley. Nice catch. And picks up 5 yards out to the 31-yard line. 32-0 Booker T on top. Tigers with 2nd and 5 coming up as we have 11:14 to go in this third quarter of play, just underway in the second half.
Nice little slip screen out there to the outside. Little quick hitter.
Morris now. Continue this rotation with these different quarterbacks here. McKenzie in motion. Morris fakes. He'll keep it. Nice move by Trent. So he got kind of twisted around, but he got the first down, it looks like. He's up to the 36-yard line. That's what he needed, and they say yes, move the chains, 5 yards and a first down. Something to cheer about if you're a Tiger fan.
First down for the Tigers at the 36.
He come up limping just a little bit.
Yeah, he got kind of turned a little bit on that one. Hopefully it's not anything serious. Tigers first and 10, their own 36. And it will be Battles rolling right, looking to pass. He will hit the receiver who dropped it, McKenzie. Tried to turn upfield before he had it, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. You know, one thing you might be down scoreboard-wise. I think we just kind of move past that now. We're trying to get better. These guys are getting some reps, trying to improve. They need the work.
Right.
And he's an opportunity versus a pretty good football team to continue to hone your skills here. Hopefully, because next week it's not going to get any easier.
No.
Central Clay County is going to be a juggernaut. You can count on that. Here's 2nd down and 10. Morris back in at quarterback. Fake to McKenzie in the keep. Left side run as he gets outside. Breaks away from one man. Cuts back. Nice move. 45, 50-yard line. Morris has a first down to the 48. And there's a late flag and another one that comes in late. Golly, we got 3 flags on the field, actually.
Now, he did leave number 2 just standing there with that with that move. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, Trent's athletic, for sure.
He's not real big. He's 5'8", 149, but again, he's only a 9th grader.
Personal foul, face mask against the Eagles.
The flag is for face mask. I guess all of the officials that threw their flag saw the same thing. It'll be a 15-yard penalty tacked on to the run. A pretty good one by Morris that gets Tallassee down inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. Best field position we've had yet tonight. And a first down. Ellis wide to the right side. Hooks in that Wildcat formation. And I think that they crossed the line of scrimmage into the neutral zone, and the penalty flag is thrown. That'll give us a free 5 there.
Dead ball foul.
Yeah.
Offsides against the Eagles. Referee says 5 yards.
One of the things I would like to see when Trent trots out there at quarterback, he's got a super strong arm to be no bigger than he is. I would like to fake one of those runs and try to hit somebody on a streak going down the sideline on a fly pattern.
Well, they got him bunched up this time with Morris at quarterback. Hooks comes on to the field, and he actually will go out to the right side. Now come in motion, and Trent will keep, and he'll be hit as he got to the 30
Number 16.
and picked up a couple of yards. Well, I say that. Actually, he got back to what was the line of scrimmage, basically.
Right. Yeah, they got to get a play that develops a little bit faster than that. That just gave the defensive line for Booker T. Washington way too much time to get off their blocks.
Yeah, it was a 5-yard penalty before that, so he just got back to the 30. Actually ended up losing a yard. It is going to be 2nd down and about 6 to go. Now Battles back in. And he'll look left and throw. Nobody there. Looks like somebody went the wrong way. I don't know if he was looking for a different route. The receiver was thinking something else, but nobody home. Incomplete, 3rd down.
Yeah, there was definitely miscommunication between the wide receivers and the quarterback on that one. I don't know if one of them just didn't hear the right call.
Well, we got a couple of plays to get about 6 or 7 yards here. 3rd down coming up. Mason Battles back in shotgun. Morris will go to a slot on the left side. Got 4 receivers for him, 2 on each side. Here comes the rush, and here comes a pass. Complete to Morris. He's been one of the top receivers. At the 25-yard line where they marked it, will leave Tallassee with a 4th down.
I think they're going to give it to him, Michael. The ref on the line judge on the other side saying 1st down.
And this guy said hold up for a second before moving on. Let's see about that.
At some point, we've got to get him an open field. We're throwing that little route while we're squatting down.
It is short of first down, fourth down, and a yard to go. Hooks in there in a Wildcat formation. He's going to go left. He's not going to get there. Did not get the first down. They stopped him at the line, and we will turn it over again on downs. This defense is held up tonight. Tallassee's offense, unfortunately, it's just not been able to get going. And back on the field come the offensive players for Booker T with a 32-0 lead. Still 7:53 to go in this third quarter.
Stop made by number 17, Dylan Purdy.
Yeah, Coach Battles is arguing because they actually called for a first down on the other side. I agree with him.
I don't think it's going to change things. They've already indicated BTW ball. First down, Eagles from their own 24. They just started the play clock. I don't know why that took so long.
Not real sure.
We got a guy over here on your side. Nobody's on him.
I see that.
They saw
I think
that.
that's why we had to call the timeout. We'll take a break as well. 7:53 to go, third quarter. BTW 32, Tallassee nothing. Yeah. After a timeout, 1st and 10, Booker T. They're on 24, leading 32-0. E.J. Hall at quarterback. P.J. McQueen, the running back. And he will get the ball, Will McQueen, and they'll tackle him behind the line of scrimmage. Good defensive play by the Tallassee Tigers as he failed the game. Second down coming up.
Yeah, that was a good play by number 10, Caden Peters. Good to see him in the ball game. Look, getting some reps tonight there at middle linebacker. Him and well, Caleb Seegers. I lost his number on the piece of paper.
Running play by Hall, going left, all kinds of room. Outside, across the 40, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, 20, 10, touchdown. 76 yards, and it's 38-0. Still, 6:58 remaining in this third quarter. They're going to try an extra point. We haven't seen that yet.
Might as well.
Copeland. Bad snap right to Copeland, the kicker. And he'll be tackled. They'll dump that play. It'll remain 38-0. 6:58 left in this third quarter. BTW up big.
He hadn't got his headphones, so.
Yeah. Cove little kickoff. 6:58 left, third quarter, 38-0. Booker T on top of Tallassee. And it looks like that 7-game win streak against the Eagles is going to come to an end tonight, unless there's some crazy things that happen between now and the end of this game. Here's a kick short to McKenzie. Will take it at the 25, cross the 30, the 35, and take it up to the 38-yard line. And that's where Tallassee will start here.
Picked up by number 26, the board, Watkins. First down,
Well, they cleaned up the turnover issue after 10 miscues last week. It went to Trinity. None tonight by Booker T. Washington. Tallassee has one turnover that led to a score. 38-0. Been a rough night for Tiger fans. Here is Rigsby now back in the game at shotgun. He'll roll to the right and look to pass underneath. Will, it's caught by McKenzie. He'll get across the 45 and out to the 48-yard line. You know, when you can't run consistently, maybe these are the kind of things you got to try to mix in and just mix it up some and see if we can start having some success with something else.
I like the little pitch and catch.
That worked for a first down. Haven't had many of those tonight.
Yeah. You know, Bryson hit him right there in stride, and McKenzie was able to get a first down there. We just need to keep working. We're going to have to hit some passes to unloosen the defense some.
And the shotgun with Rigsby. Chumley comes in motion, fake to him, hand to McKenzie. He's got some room to run across the 50 to the 46. Do see some changes on the defensive side, though, from BTW. They obviously have some backups in there. Nice run by Jaden. Either way, it's a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 to go.
They went to heat timeout, Michael.
All right, we'll take it to 5:49 to go in the third. 38-0, BTW leading. Yeah. Yeah, I'm coming down to put the stuff in, and I'll hang around. I guess I'll have to. That's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah. Second down, 5 to go for the Tigers at the 46. Booker T. Rigsby to throw. He completes it to Chumley, who will get the first down at the 38 of the Eagles.
That was a good pitch, another good pitch and catch. Good job by Chumley right there to find a little sit down in the zone and pick him up the first down.
Rigsby again in shotgun with Hooks back there. They'll throw out of the backfield. This time Chumley behind the line makes the catch and will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss on the play. Back to the 41-yard line. 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 13.
Yeah, they did a little bit better job of reading that one, that go around.
Shotgun. And look at the pass right side and overthrown and incomplete. I don't know. They had 2 receivers kind of in the same neighborhood, and which one is actually intended for.
Yeah. I don't know if that was for Brody or for Jaden. They were kind of both in the same area.
Third down, 13. Whistles at the line of scrimmage. It is against Tallassee.
Right.
Illegal procedure, 5-yard penalty, 3rd and 18. Yeah, I know a couple of those officials down there, personally.
None of them's Tony Hornsby, is it?
No. Tony Harris, no.
Yeah, Tony Harris. You know, we have to throw him out there like every year at least one time.
3rd and 18. Roll out right, looking to throw out of the backfield. Nice play.
Oh, that
Stewart, our pass to complete is Caleb Segrist. Late flag came in the secondary after Segrist made a first down on a good play by Bryson Rigsby.
It
Was
was,
leveled on
man.
that one. He had to get rid of it quick. He knew he was going to get hit, but he delivered the pass, and Segrist did the rest to move it close to the first down. We'll see about the penalty flag, though. It could, with an additional yardage, if we get it, could give us a first down. If it is indeed against Booker T, that is.
Yeah, Bryson took a lick.
It's pass interference in the secondary against Booker T. Washington. Thing is, it's 3rd and 18.
Right.
And the play picked up about 13. So you get 15 on the penalty. I think you'll take the penalty.
I think so. 'Cause
Although,
you
you know, he won't get an automatic first down, though. They're going to go back to where the line of scrimmage was and step it off.
but at
15.
least you get to replay 3rd down now.
Yeah, it'll put it at the 31-yard line and bring up 3rd and about 4.
Yeah.
Rigsby with McKenzie to his left. He'll keep Will Bryson, and he will be stopped before he got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. 4th down, 4 yards to go.
Flag on the play.
Another one?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now. I think it's turned green from hitting the ground so much tonight. You can't see it. It's camouflage.
He was thrown after the play.
Sportsmanlike conduct against Tallassee. .242 left in the 3rd quarter still. Well, I'll go backwards again.
Yeah. We certainly didn't need that penalty.
No, it takes it all the way back to the 47. Still on the BTW side, but 4th and forever now. Might as well punt it.
They're acting like they're going for it.
are going to go for it. Rigsby comes in. He's going to have 4 receivers, 2 on each side. And another whistle blows. And Tallassee's going to use a timeout. I think we'll take a break, too. 2:42 to go, third quarter, 38-0, Booker T on top. $62-0 Elmore County final.
Hey guys, y'all got your headset on?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like Trent's coming back. Doesn't look like Trent's coming back in tonight. He went out. Looked to be. It looked to be something in his hip. He's undone his shoulder pads. So anyway.
Oh, he said, I don't know, under his shoulder pads. Okay. Yeah. Battles punt. Goes out of bounds. It was nearly blocked by Phillips, but it rolled out somewhere around the 25-yard line here on the near sideline as we decided to punt after the timeout on a 4th and 20. Booker T will take over. 2:31 left in the third quarter, leading 38-0. It's a final. Elmore County has shut out Autaugaville 62-0, your final score. So a couple of routes to start the season for the Panthers.
Caleb said they wasn't going to score.
He did. He was right. You know what? I got the point total right. I missed on the score. I let them score. I said they were going to score 12,
right.
62-12.
They did not.
Yeah, I thought that maybe, they'd be facing some middle school players battling the game and might get lucky or something. I was wrong. Right now, Tallassee being shut out. It's 38-0. Booker T, let's see what they do here. They still got Hall in their quarterback. I thought they might go ahead and start subbing there. There's going to be a penalty that I didn't see.
I didn't either.
But it backs them up to about the 12-yard line. And they have started making some decisions to bring in some of the reserves on defense. At least we saw that. But they are sticking with the starter at quarterback. And we haven't seen a lot of McQueen lately, although he's been taking a good bit of snaps with Thompson as well at running back. They've rotated them pretty evenly tonight. Thompson will get in on the right side, and there's Caleb Segrist wrapping him up and taking him down in the backfield for a loss on the play, back behind the 10.
Yeah, good job by Caleb Segrist. He basically was inside blitz on that by the linebacker and read the right read on it.
Loss of 3, it's second down, 13. At the end of the game, Community Home Health and Hospice postgame will get you a player of the game. That is sponsored by Tallassee Automotive. Here is second down. Once again, nothing there, and here's the defense again, and another flag on the play. A couple of different Tigers in on that tackle. We saw looked like Tremel McCoy among them.
Yeah, he was in on the tackle, and like I said, got a few new faces out there along the defensive line. You got Vincent Diego, number 51. He's just a freshman. Got A.J. Henry, number 17. I think he might be a sophomore. Tremel, he's a sophomore. Like I said, got some new young faces out there on defense. KP's out there, Caden Peters.
I think the penalty was against BTW, but we declined it, so it is now third down. 3rd and 13. I think they have made some moves along their front there. They have made some substitutions. Here's third down and long. Hall rolls right, looks to throw, will run. will be hit and breaks a tackle. He's across the 30. He's out across the 35. He's in the open field. He's midfield to the 40. He's to the 30, the 20, the 10, and he scores with a flag down in the backfield, back where it started on his 4-yard line.
There is a flag on the play.
Everybody turn around and they got to come back. It was a holding that will take away a crazy penalty. What a wild run it was. And another flag comes from the sideline. I think that'll be on the coaches.
Yeah, that might be on words of encouragement from the coaches on the sideline over here.
Well, it's about a 90-yard run. Take that off the stat column for Paul. And all they can do is go half the distance with 2 penalties. But it will back them up to about the 2 or 3 yard line. And it was dead ball variety, so it remains 3rd down.
I mean, they're like butted right up against the goal line. Number 1's hard to contain, E.J. Hall for them. Guy's extremely talented.
And you expect him to run it again. And he's going to. Going to the left side. And still got to the corner and got across the 30. And he's still running across the 35 to the 38-yard line. He picked up a 1st down. Even when you know what's coming, you can't stop it. They let the clock run out. Thank you. The 3rd quarter has ended, and the score is 38-0 Booker T. Washington. Tallassee Tigers football on WTLS, Tallassee Times TV, and Spectrum. Yeah. Three quarters complete, still 12 minutes of football remaining, a 38-0 lead for Booker T. Washington. And they have the ball at their own 38-yard line. And they had a, golly, what was it, 3rd and forever. And they picked it up with E.J. Hall. I mean, knew he was just going to take off and run with it, but you can't stop it. You knew it was coming, but you couldn't stop it.
Yeah, I mean,
that's how good he is. And I think that's it for him tonight. They have gone to his backup, and they'll have a handoff run to Thompson, who will be hit at the line of scrimmage. And the new quarterback is Zarrell Lockhart.
I certainly wouldn't want my star.
It's Brandon Smith, the quarterback, excuse me.
Yeah, I wouldn't want number 1 to get hurt. He's a vital part of this offense.
And I know no reason to.
Yeah.
With this type of lead. Lockhart is left as a receiver. They got a couple of different new faces on the field. Javelin Price is also in there. They made some changes. And they will keep Thompson in the game. He'll run it. He fumbled it, but they got back on it. 10 turnovers last week. Late flag again. 10 turnovers last week, but not one tonight by Booker T. Washington. They have put it on the ground a couple of times, but not lost it. And
Yeah.
3rd down and 10 coming up. We'll see about the flag, though. This is where you hope you're not losing your composure. I know it's tough when you're down this big, but that might be against Tallassee.
Number 7's kind of coming off limping a little bit. Might be some cramps there.
Another offensive face mask call. Personal foul variety against BTW. So they have to back that up. The players were huddling up, ready to come out. They got to mark the ball first. So, by the way, there's a running clock, and we're just going to let run. So this will move fast, hopefully. Nobody's going to complain about that, considering the situation right now. Well, they did stop it for a moment. Now it's rolling again. Again, the new quarterback, Smith. He'll go right and blew it dead before it really got going. A whole bunch of flags tonight.
Yeah. We don't need all those flags.
Legal procedure against Booker T. Washington. And BTW's got most of the penalties.
They got to
Realtown had that problem last week, but it hasn't hurt either one of them. We haven't made them pay for it.
They've got to have 200 yards in penalties.
Seems like it. Well, the one of them would cost them a 90-plus yard touchdown. Just last drive here. All right, 3rd down. And they got to get to the 38. They're at their own 19 yards to go. They'll run the ball left side. And nothing there. That was McQueen back of the game. 4th down coming up. And I assume they'll punt for the first time tonight. We haven't seen that. Have we? I don't think they punted, have they?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Hall is going to go out and do that. We do have a timeout on the field. We'll take it at 9:32 to go in the game. It's 38-0 Booker T. Washington.
Looks like Benjamin Russell might be going down to Clay.
Maybe. Yeah. .932 left in the game. 4th down, 25. BTW. Hall to punt it.
I'm saying don't punt it. Actually, he is.
Yeah, kind of a short snap. We didn't even have anybody back to get it. He just rolled one down there inside the 50, continues to go down inside the 40, and dies at the 36 of Tallassee. Tigers trying to avoid a shutout here. Yeah, we mentioned this last week. We were in this situation going into the 4th quarter, and had not scored, and we ended up with a couple of touchdowns. But last time we were shut out was that playoff game at Greenville a couple of years ago.
Right.
32-0. Got some scores. Let's see. 16-14. Auburn has now taken the lead. And up on Enterprise. Got a few finals, too, that are in already. That Elmore County game ended quick. We mentioned it earlier, 62-0, as they beat Otagoville tonight.
They must have had a running clock the whole second half.
I got to think. We'll get to a few more in a minute. Here is Battles throwing and completing it to Chumley, who will get out to the 44-yard line. And a flag in the backfield. He might have taken a late lick. I'm not sure. Or it could have been a hold. We'll see. Got to give credit. Some of the fans are still here. It's a tough one to watch when your home team's having a tough night like tonight. Personal foul, late hit on the quarterback will give Tallassee 15 yards on top of the completion. And we'll bring it to the 40 of Booker T. Washington.
Yeah, Booker T starting to substitute very liberally now.
Trinity 28, Montgomery Academy 7. That's a third quarter score. Baker up on Wetumpka 33-17 now in the fourth quarter. Battles wants to throw. Does. Dropped by McKenzie. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 40. Carver still leading Daphne. It's 12-7. That game is in the fourth quarter. Beauregard winning big over Central Haynesville, 40-0. Central Clay County, that's our opponent next week. They're leading in the fourth quarter at Benjamin Russell, 23-13. Stanhope has come back to take the lead. They're up 23-20 on Eufaula. That game is in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10. Battles wants to pass. Does. Chumley's got it at the 35 and won't get any more. Gain of 5. It's 3rd and 5.
Chumley been a nice target tonight and got really good hands, solid hands. He's pretty much caught everything that's been thrown his way and picking up a few yards, sitting down on the part of the zone there in the defense. And maybe we just got to throw a lot of those quick, short hitting passes.
I think Chumley came up a little gimpy on that one, but he hobbles over to his position with Battles rolling that way, looking again, and finds him again, a little offline that time, incomplete, and it's 4th down.
He made a good effort at it. He dove for it, but just a little bit out of his reach.
7:58 left in the football game, 38-0, Booker T. Washington. Going to improve to 1-1. Tallassee's going to fall to 0-2. And open region play next week at Clay Central. Battles in the gun for a 4th down play. Gets away from the defense, passes it off the hands of Segrist. Maybe a little too much mustard on that one from that range. He couldn't hold on, but he would have definitely had the 1st down if he had. Incomplete, and Booker T. ball.
Yeah, that was just a little bit too hot to handle. Like you said, he would have had a 1st down on that play. He was wide open.
7:50 left to go, and Booker T. back on offense with a very comfortable lead.
Good to see Nick Chandler in the ball game, number 13. First time I think we've seen him on defense. I know he plays on special teams.
Right. Smith with a handoff and some room right side and some good hard running. Seegers with a hard lick to tackle, but not before a 1st down carry by Lockhart moves the chains. He got it out to the 48 of Booker T. Washington.
Yeah, Caleb Segrist, that was a good hard hit by him.
You can see fresh legs there with Lockhart. He hasn't played much until here last few drives, and he looks fresh. He'll line up next to his quarterback on a 1st and 10 from their own 48. Smith from the shotgun formation. Little pitch in front of him. And a broken tackle, but not going to get far. A person will be tackled behind the line for a loss of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 14.
Tackled by a whole host of Tigers.
3-yard loss.
Hillcrest Tuscaloosa now up 24-6 over Pike Road. There's a good one of 2 pretty tradition-rich powers. UMS Wright playing T.R. Miller tonight.
How's that?
And UMS is leading 16-14, that game of the 4th quarter.
That's a good ball game.
Oh, UMS in the Battle of Shell Road. Old Shell Road last week lost to St. Paul's to start their season. Right side run. And helmet flying off as the quarterback Smith crosses the 50-yard line to the 49 of Tallassee, bringing up 3rd down.
Yeah, he's got to come off the field for one play.
5-yard gain. 3rd down.
So
when your helmet comes off, you got to come off.
Yeah, that was Roberts who had that happen to him. Cortland Roberts for Tallassee will come off the field. They'll get a sub in for him. McKenzie coming in to take his place. Here is 3rd and 8. Smith wants to throw it and will out of the backfield. The catch is made, and there's 1st down yardage on the left sideline. 30, 20, 10, touchdown. Jafari McLeod just took off and left everybody. And Booker T. Washington takes a 44-0 lead. No flags. Smith throws. It's intercepted. Tallassee cannot return it, but a good defensive play
By Trammell.
by McCoy. Yeah, Trammell McCoy making the grab, and that will mean the conversion doesn't count. They'll let that clock keep running. 4:22, 44-0 as it keeps ticking. We'll take a break. Booker T up by a large amount. Yeah. Got a running clock. It's still rolling, under 3 minutes left, and the kickoff will be a short one by Copeland, way up in the air. Henderson makes the grab, and now if he goes right side, nice return by Mason Henderson out across the 45 to the 48-yard line.
Somebody lost a helmet. along the way.
And we are about to be shut out unless we can score in the next 2.5 minutes. And remember, the clock is continuous now. Down 44-0. Well, let's see if we can make something happen here, at least get a positive note getting ready for next week, as we'll wrap this one up tonight in the home opener of the 2023 slate.
Looks like we got a whole new host of ball players out there.
Uh-oh. Just lost the lights. And it came back on. Somebody want to leave now.
That happened.
Play clock expired, but they're not going to count that against them after somebody flipped the switch a little bit too early.
Yeah, that happened many years ago.
This is about the time that Dandy Don would sing it in the Monday Night Football, Don Meredith, right? Turn out the lights, the party's over.
I think he would.
Henderson running right side. Look at Henderson running.
I hear you,
Across
Mason
the 40 to the 36.
Good positive pickup by Mason Henderson.
Minute 31 to go in this game. 1st and 10.
Got a lot of JV players out there now.
They give it to him again. Henderson, nice run inside the 35 to the 31. He picked 5 more up there. Mason, a sophomore. 5'10", 181 pounds. Under a minute to go.
Showed a little bit of a burst of speed there, just a little bit.
Maybe get some work on games earlier. If he runs like that, well, it might be worth a shot.
For sure.
And he'll get another chance this time. Does all he can just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They were all over him on that one. Back to the 30, and it will bring up 3rd down and about 5 to go. Under 30 seconds remaining. Probably be our final play here if we get another play off. Rigsby at shotgun. And here is Henderson left side, tries to stiff arm. He'll be tackled shy of the 1st down, and that will do it after about 4 on that one. Tallassee falls 44-0 at the hands of Booker T. Washington. We'll take a break. The Community Home Health and Hospice postgame, our Tallassee Automotive Player of the Game as well, coming up next here on WTLS, Score 94 and Hit 106.
Follow went back ahead, looks like 27-23.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't need to turn any knobs up on the phone line, but for the mics. Yes, that's right. That's all that matters. Okay. Yeah. Well, a tough night if you're a Tallassee Tiger fan on the home opener, spoiled by the visiting Eagles of Booker T. Washington winning 44-0. First shutout since the 2021 playoffs in the first round, where Tallassee lost at the hands of Greenville 32-0. We continued to talk about it tonight as we did last week. It seemed that at times things started to look a little better, and then we would shoot ourselves in the foot. We had several issues with getting the ball moved around, getting first downs, putting good plays together consistently, which is tough. And of course, the other side, the opponent, had a lot to do with that. This is a pretty good football team that BTW's got.
Yeah, BTW, man, they've got a lot of seniors on this team and a lot of really good football players. I mean, we talked about number 2, but number 1, I mean, you can go down the list with those guys that's seniors on that team and extremely talented. We talked about earlier that they won a football game in the playoffs last year. They might win more than one this year.
Well, and they play in the region with Andalusia, who won it last year, and, of course, Catholic, who's been right there in the thick of it the last several years. I mean, they've got the athletes to play with those guys. Now, I don't know how they'll fare when they play them, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's some real tough battles. It's tough to just get out of that region, but they are a team to be reckoned with. I'm curious to see what happens going forward for L.A. O'Neill's bunch. Again, a big winner tonight, 44-0 here over Tallassee. Brad Davis is going to try to catch up with Coach Battles, see how his thoughts from this week compared to a week ago. And we look ahead to region play coming up, obviously, next week. It gets us to our player of the game, the Tallassee Automotive Player of the Game, our C.J. Ledbetter Superman Award. Caleb Segrist, he was all over the field tonight, plays on both sides of the ball, made some nice plays, both on offense and defense. He is your player of the game, again, presented by Tallassee Automotive. Let's go down the field. Brad Davis.
Coach, another scoreboard tells what happened tonight as far as the score goes, but I think early on in the game, and I guess you guys can look at that as a coaching staff, there were some things that we did better this week than last week. Still some mistakes there, but ball team continued to fight. And I think that's something we can take into week 3.
Yeah, I mean, we got guys played their second game. They're a tremendous team. They've got a bunch of tremendous athletes that are going to be playing on Saturdays in a couple of years. And, I mean, I think it was very easy to see who the better team was. But I was glad our kids kept a good attitude. We had very few penalties on the night, and and then we had some improvement. We did some things, there in the second half, and our quarterbacks played better. Running backs, we didn't have any turnovers. Well, they called one over there, but I ain't real sure it's a turnover. I'm so what it is.
Replay would have fixed
it. Yeah. But we held on to the ball, and I mean, but when the guys across from you outweigh you 50 and 70 pounds, and they've got 2 or 3 out there that if they break, we can't catch them. And that's just part of it. But this team kept a good attitude, and they'll be ready to go to work Monday morning. We're gonna come in and practice now. Now we get into we got to get into our region games. We got Clay Central and Beauregard coming up, so the road doesn't get any easier. But our kids are fighting, and that's just, that's what we expect of them. And, they're still young, but they're learning. They're in there. They're going to take their leagues, but they're learning, and they'll get there sooner or later.
That's it. At the end of the day, you just want them to fight. You're right, Coach.
That's right.
All right, thank you, Brad Davis with Coach Mike Battles. Again, the Tigers fall 44-0 here to Booker T. Washington. They're very excited about it. They break a 7-game losing streak to Tallassee with this one tonight. And they'll make their way back over to Tuskegee, get their program ready for region play as well coming up next week. Next week we go to Clay Central, and we'll see what we can do with those guys. Looks like they're going to win tonight. I think they're up 30-13 last check in the fourth quarter at the 6A Benjamin Russell team that a lot of people think is going to be pretty good this year.
Yeah, Coach Battles, like he said, it's not going to get any easier. And Danny Horns won a lot of ball games over in Clay Central. And so, but we did see a little bit of improvement in some things tonight. I thought they did, but we still got to keep fighting, still got to keep clawing, and got a bunch of things to work on.
That is true. Well, we appreciate you listening and watching tonight. We look forward to next week. We'll be back with you 6 o'clock airtime from Lineville and Clay Central for our first region matchup of the season here with a crew on WTLS and Tallassee Times TV as well as Spectrum. Well, I do want to say thank you to the Tiger Nation guys. Thank you to our producer, Leanne Butler. Thanks to Travis Baker, who helped us out tonight with statistics. And for Philip Nelson, Michael Butler, thanking you for listening and watching once again. Your final score, Booker T, 44, Tallassee nothing. Stay tuned. The scoreboard show coming your way next. I won't. Thank you. We're going to bag it up. We'll see you in a few. Thank you. Bye.